This video I will explain what is PhonePe Pending Transaction and what to do if you see this message. When you make a payment using PhonePe, the money is usually transferred within a few seconds. Sometimes, instead of showing successful or failed, the payment shows pending. This can be worrying, especially if you are paying a shop, a friend, or an important bill. The good news is that most pending transactions are resolved automatically. What is a pending transaction? A pending transaction means the payment process has started, but the final result is not yet available. The bank or UPI system is still checking and processing the payment. The transaction has not been confirmed as successful or failed yet. Now we will see why does a transaction become pending. There are several reasons why a transaction may remain pending. First one is slow bank server. Sometimes the bank's computer systems become busy because many people are making payments at the same time. As a result, the payment takes longer to process. Real life example. Imagine standing in a supermarket checkout line. If there are many customers, your turn takes longer. Similarly, the bank may need extra time to process your payment. Second reason is poor internet connection. A weak or unstable internet connection can interrupt the payment process. The payment request reaches the bank, but the confirmation may be delayed. Real life example. Imagine making a phone call. If the network is weak, the conversation may stop in the middle. The same can happen during an online payment. Third reason is UPI network delay. The UPI network connects different banks. Sometimes the network becomes busy, causing delays in confirming transactions. Fourth reason is bank maintenance. Banks occasionally perform maintenance to improve their systems. During this time, some transaction may take longer than usual. Fifth reason is a technical problem. Temporary technical issues in PhonePe, your bank, or UPI network can also delay the payment processing. Now we will see what you should do if a transaction is pending. Step 1. Wait for some time. The first step is you have to wait patiently. Many pending transactions are completed automatically within a short time. You have to avoid assuming that the payment has failed immediately. Step 2. Check the transaction status. You have to open the PhonePe, go to the transaction history, open the pending transaction and check its latest status. The status may change to successful or failed or pending. Step 3. Check your bank account. Open your banking app and check your bank account balance. See whether the money has actually been deducted. This helps you to understand what happened. Step 4. Do not make another payment immediately. If the payment is still pending, avoid making the same payment again. Making another payment immediately could result in paying twice if the original transaction later becomes successful. Step 5. Wait for the final result. The transaction will eventually become either successful or failed. Most pending transactions are resolved immediately. Step 6. Contact PhonePe support if needed. If the transaction remains pending for a long time or the money is deducted without a final status, you have to contact PhonePe customer support through the app. And you have to provide details like transaction ID, date, amount, and bank name. What happens if the payment fails? If the transaction fails after the money has been deducted, the amount is generally refunded to your bank account automatically. The refund time depends on the bank and the payment network. You can track the refund status in the transaction details. What happens if the payment becomes successful? If the payment becomes successful, the receiver gets the money. The transaction status changes to successful. The payment receipt becomes available in the PhonePe. How can you avoid pending transactions? You have to use a stable internet connection. You have to keep the PhonePe app updated. You have to make payments when your bank services are working normally. You have to check that your bank account has sufficient balance. You have to avoid making repeated payments while one transaction is still pending. Now we will see the real life example. Rahul pays 2000 rupees to a grocery store using PhonePe. After entering his UPI PIN, the app shows pending. Instead of paying again, Rahul waits for a few minutes and checks the transaction history. After a short time, the status changes to successful and the shop owner confirms receiving the payment. By waiting and checking the status, Rahul avoids making the payment twice. Here you can see the summary of whatever we have discussed.